Welcome back. We were talking about, I think, like 19 months at this point. I mean, it's been quite a lengthy time. So, Tyler, what's the emotion like for you right now, finally being back on a fight week?
Overwhelming excitement. Like, it almost feels surreal to finally be back after so much and so long.
You're obviously a very strong-willed person, but I mean, this was a difficult recovery, right? So, can you just talk about the journey? I mean, how tough was it to get back to this point?
So before surgery, you think I'm going to be back the second I can, as soon as I can possibly be cleared. When you're actually going through it, and after it's like, I'm going to be back when it's stable and I never have to do this again. So a lot harder than you would think going into it.
Was that tough for you to have that mindset, like knowing what a competitor you are? Like, did somebody have to talk you out of rushing back and saying you're okay when you really weren't?
Absolutely. Jim was very careful. Jim was my head coach. And then my physical therapist and chiropractor were both on it all the time. It's like, nope, you're doing A, B, and C, and you're not going to blow it, basically.
Very nice. Now, I'm curious, was the recovery harder on you or your dogs? Because I'm sure they missed out on a couple of hikes here and there.
Luckily, as long as we're together, they're chill enough. They're a little bit crazy, but it was hard on all of us. Oh my God, it was bad.
Well, you're back now. That's a good part. So hopefully that's all behind you. This matchup with Macy, why was this a matchup that made sense for you?
So there was a couple opponents before her, and one of them wanted to wait until basically I could not be ready before a certain date, and she wanted to fight sooner. So you can definitely respect that. However, she hasn't fought since then, so I don't know if she got hurt or what. And then we were angling for the Pena fight because we're supposed to fight her twice before I got hurt, but we all know what happened with that one. So after that, it was like, okay, who in the top 10 doesn't have a dance partner and will want to basically throw down? And Macy came up. It's like, all right, let's do this.
Very nice. I think she felt like maybe you guys targeted her. You know, she's kind of new to the top 10 and, you know, maybe thought, oh, easy pickings. But
No, not at all. It's just legitimately, okay, who still doesn't have somebody to fight? It's like, all right. And she was about it. But no, she's going to be a tough opponent.
Very nice. So what do you think? Because you said, you know, that she's willing to throw down. I mean, that is kind of her style, right? So what do you think about her style?
I think she's willing to engage everywhere. I think she'll strike, she'll grapple, she'll clinch, and she's pretty good at all of it. So I think she's not afraid to throw down in any of the different facets of MMA.
As long as you've been out, I mean, you still maintained your ranking, obviously. So everybody, I think that shows what people think about you as an athlete and as a fighter. So, I mean, are you thinking about the title the way you were before you went out, or is this more like I need to slowly rebuild a little bit and know?
So whenever I have a fight that's end of the road, end of the line, nothing exists beyond it, I'm not thinking past Saturday night right now.
Nice. If for some reason after this, you know, they said, hey, you know what, you're next. I mean, do you feel physically ready, or do you feel like I got to get in there and know what this feels like to be in there?
If I wasn't 110% ready to be back right now, if I had any question in my mind, I wouldn't be back.
Fair enough. Last thing for me, what is the goal on Saturday? Is it just, you know, pick up another win, maintain that ranking, or do you feel like you got to reclaim something? You know, like go in there and make a statement, be like, hey, remember when you guys thought I was, you know, the next big thing? I still am.
Every fight, you need to go out and try to make a statement. You need to go out and try to finish in the best way you possibly can. That's going to be my goal.
Yeah, Aspen.
Hi.
So, you know, you're a very outdoorsy person, and when you were recovering from your knee surgery, I mean, how did you keep sane?
I didn't. There's like a 6-week period there where I could barely do anything. I had physical therapy, and that was about it. And like my first mile back took me 50 minutes with a big brace on, trying to remember how to walk again. Oh, it sucked. It was bad.
I mean, did you get a chance to just like watch TV and watch movies, or is where just, I mean.
So my life was basically like, you know, you're training for a training camp or a fight camp. You're all in all the time. That was the approach to physical therapy for me. So I had that to focus on all the time. And besides that, it was just trying to like relearn how to walk, relearn how to do everything the way that I needed to so I can get back.
And then talk about you came out and trained at the Performance Institute. How was that?
We try to do that every fight camp. It's awesome because there's so many of us, so many fighters, and we have camps all over the world. So when you want to meet, it's a fantastic place to meet. And it's fun. Honestly, it's always fun, that last trip.
What's a perfect performance on Saturday? Like, what do you want to knock out? Do you want a dominant 3-round beatdown? Do you like what's a great performance that would make you smile?
I don't think anybody goes out, oh, I want to have a decision. Nobody wants to have a decision. So anything but that, but Some people are just, they're a tough fight. Sajara, for example, she's on this card. We fought twice. That chick is tough. So hopefully finish, but we'll see.
So you're saying knockout.
We'll see.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem.